let me go through them. So just remember, guys, if you are a leader on this call, you're in the leaders thread. We're just going to go through who has actually put stuff in the leaders thread. So if you haven't put something in there from your team, now's the time in the leaders thread. So, all right, we'll get straight into it. So rank advancements, which was really cool. We had David. So Adam went consultant, is that correct? David consultant. So is that enrolled from Adam? I don't even know how to read that, Rach. Let's go there. Anyway, Catherine went consultant. Oh, okay, so enrolled by Sarah, enrolled by Adam. Awesome.
It shows who actually created the consultant.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, makes sense. Top enrollers for the week was Rach and myself with 3, Rach P with 3, Kylie. What on Kylie? Where's Kylie?
She's on. She's
awesome, superstar. You got 2. Lisa Whitaker. Where's Lisa? Is she on? Can't see Lisa as yet. Hold on, Lisa. 2 for you, Lisa. Catherine 2 and Adam 2. Fantastic. But the big news, big drum roll for the big batsman. 2 stars.
Yeah! Hey.
Well done, buddy. Yes. Let's give it a little bit of that action there, big fella. So 2-star, mate, director. So you got the bonus. How you feeling? Unmute. Let's go.
Hey guys, I'm camping. It's bloody freezing out here. And yeah, we've been out motorbike riding for a few days, but for me, like, this has been a long time coming. I've hit 2-star a couple of times, but not as director. And it's just so awesome to really, I guess, see what this can really do for your lifestyle, because 4 days of this week I've been riding motorbikes with my friends, camping, as well as working. And it just, like, if I can really just get this across to everyone on the call, that if you stay consistent and really build this business, it can give you that choice, that freedom to be able to have an amazing lifestyle, to be able to provide for your kids, to be able to come and live life. Like having a campfire the last few nights under the stars, it's like, how good is this? You know, all you got to do is get away from home and just sit out under the stars. But we never do it because we can't, because we're locked into our jobs. And it's like, that's what this gives you. And I'm just so bloody pumped about it. So thanks heaps, guys. And thanks to the rest of the team for helping me out.
Mate, it's so awesome. Like, incredible to watch your journey. Like, you know, obviously, Rach and I have known you for a long time. Obviously, Rach P's known you longer than I have, but we've known each other for years, mate. And to see your growth over definitely the last sort of 3 to 6 months has been amazing. But guys, listen to what he's saying there. You know, he's out camping, riding motorbikes. Obviously, he's doing his work as he is. But to understand, Jared would earn, you know, to give you an idea, and we just try and keep this civil. We know what 20 cycles means, times that by 60. That's $1,200 residual income plus his bonus. So get a bonus of $1,000 on top of that. So, which is really,
US.
really, US. You know, so you're looking at $2,500 a week, right? So that's what this opportunity gives you, all of you. You know, we've all got the opportunity. We've all got the same products and the same comp plan. So what is the gap in between that? It's just you growing. That's all it is. So love your work, Jazza. Well done, mate. Congrats.
Thanks, Greg. Cheers, buddy.
Really good, mate. Really good. All right. So tonight, and anyone who's got an SKO ticket, congrats. Keep hustling. See who else you can get on to SKO, which is the 15th of September. So tonight we are talking about getting you guys to create more consultants. Hands up if you would love to be able to create more consultants, make more money, and have more fun. All right. So reality is your business is built around getting people paid. Would you agree? Yes or no? Yeah. So the number one way to get people and be able to get them to retain on the products is to make sure that you get them paid. And the thing is, why are some people in this business creating lots and lots and lots of consultants? And then why are people in this business enrolling lots and lots of people but not creating consultants? There is a gap there. The reality is it's all about language. It's all about how you share it and what you say. And it also comes down to your money story, all right? So what is going on internally for you not to share this incredible gift and help people eat for free? There is something that's blocking that. I've had so many people talk about, I don't want to earn money off my friends. You know, they think that I'm scamming them. All of that, that's your own story that's going on. And you've got to get to work on that, because once you can get rid of that story, then you can move forward with this business. So the thing that I always have focused on is if Rach P didn't sit down and share, you share, they share, repeat, and, you know, show me $820 on a napkin, I wouldn't be sitting here in front of 33 of you legends, and I wouldn't be in the sunny coast, and I wouldn't have spent the last 3 years with my kids. So what I want you to understand is, who aren't you sharing the $820 with? Who's the person that you've felt uncomfortable about sharing that with that could have changed their life? I know 100% that everyone on this call, including me, including Rach, including my Rach, has not shared it with every single person. I just know it, right? And that's okay. But from now on, line in the sand, every person has this shared. So I wanted to give a massive shout out to Chris. Chris Mostyn, are you there? Can you please unmute my superstar? Chris just went consultant today, guys, so let's give her a big round of applause. Let's give her one of these. Chris, hey, can you please share with us, how did you get to consultant? What did you do? Like, did it seem easy? Did you use three-way calls? What was the go? Oh, we can't hear you, babe. No. That's okay. I'm going to speak for Chris. So, Chris, is that okay if I speak for you? Yep, awesome. So, Chris A used three-way calls. That was number one. She's talking to a lot of people. That's number two. Number three, do you know the one thing I love what she's saying? She says to every person that she talks to, I'm one of those people that just goes all out. If I'm going to do this, I go all out. And I'm like, Chris, that is so sick. I'm like, I love the way that you say that. She goes, you know what? I don't worry about the 30-day pack. I go all out. I went the premium pack. So if you're in, you're all in. And I'm like, this is so good, right? So she's setting people up for success because she knows how good she has felt. The other thing that Chris did, and the only reason I'm bringing Chris up is because Chris is a new person in our team. She's following the steps. She's duplicating. She's posting on Facebook. She looks amazing. She's using the product, and all of a sudden, boom, she's a consultant. She's getting paid, right? So she did a post on Facebook and had about 38, 40 comments on there because she's glowing, she's smiling, she's got a beautiful photo, and she did a great story on there, right? So that's another area as well with regards to getting people paid, you know, making sure that they're posting on Facebook and helping them with that. So I'm just going to go through some steps. I sort of wrote down 6 steps that I feel you guys have really got to get your head around in order to be creating consultants consistently, all right? Step 1 is learning you share, they share, repeat. So what I'm going to do, because we've got this recording, I'm going to share our screen, and I'm going to share with you our business page. And obviously you guys that have been here for a while know our business page. Here's our business page, Team Free, Executive and Beyond. All right. There's a pinned post here. Start here for 5-star customer service. We want start here to build a business. So you just click on that link and up comes our training system. And what I want you guys to be focused on this week is I want you to be focused on the fast track to executive area here. All right. And then how to contact people here. So step 3. So step 1 and step 3, right? What we've done this week is we've actually added in the Say, Share, Do, which has just been uploaded on the Isogenics business page in the US. We're going to be training on that at SKO, but you guys have already got that in your system, okay? So step 1, fast track to executive. I want you guys to be focused on that this week, really understanding, here's our 3 steps here. Here's the script, so you click on that and you follow the script, the diagram and the video of you share, they share, repeat. And then if you keep going down, you've got the fast track to executive video, which, you know, is a really great video to get your head around how to have the 8 steps to earning 6 figures and beyond in this business. But focus on that area there. That's really, really important that you look at that. Focus on the script, the diagram, writing it out, getting someone to practice with is key. So that's step number 1. You have to learn you share, they share, repeat until you can do it in your sleep over and over and over and over. All right? So step 1. Step 2, if you lead with more of the opportunity of what Isogenics is, you are going to have people want to get their products paid much faster than if you've got someone who's just looking to lose some weight and maybe just looking to spend 30 days on the system. So leading with the opportunity. We have 2 things that we are selling in Isogenics. We are selling, number 1, we are selling lifestyle, and we are selling the opportunity to live life on your terms. That's the first product that we sell. The second product that we sell is the products, okay? The first product we sell is lifestyle. Jared Batzer on his motorbike, under the stars. That's the first product you're selling. The second product you're selling is the system, okay? So lead more with the opportunity. You're going to create more consultants like on fire, right? Step number 3 is a bit more about the verbiage. So what are you saying when you're on the call to someone? And this is what I say. Hey, I'm just open. Are you just open to getting your products paid for? Doesn't matter what they say. If they say no, I say, that's cool. I'm obligated by the company to share this with you. Have you got a pen and paper? If they say yes, I say, awesome. I'm glad you said that because I'm obligated by the company to share this with you. You got a pen and paper? Every single person gets exactly that line. Go, Jared.
Yeah, that's awesome, Greg. Love what you're saying. It's one thing I do, like obviously I do you share, they share at the end of my welcome call, and the way that I talk about it. So I go through the whole welcome call stuff in the back office, and then I say, have you got a pen and paper handy? And they're like, oh, yeah, I can get one. All right, awesome, yep. Then I say, look, I'm just going to show you how you can get a rebate on your products. It's totally up to you whether you want to make use of this, but I show everyone what's possible. That's what I say. And I just draw out the you share, they share. And then at the end of it, I say, is this something you'd be interested in doing? And then I just sort of gauge where they're at by their response, how they respond, as to whether they're like, hey, 100%, that'd be wicked. All right, cool, I'll work with you and show you how to do that. If they're like, oh, look, I just really want to get results for myself first, I'm like, yep, no dramas at all. So I really listen to what they tell me. There's no point trying to push something down someone's throat that doesn't really want it. So that's what I do.
That's really good. How good does that sound, guys? Did anyone get some nugget from that? Yeah? So get it, you got a pen and paper. Everyone's going to say, yeah, of course I do. And then get them to write it out. That's brilliant. Thanks, mate. Has anyone else got something that they say different to what I say? I say I'm obligated by the company. But has anyone else got something? Jono, have you got something? I know that you wanted to share what you do to get your people paid.
Yes, mate. Yeah, look, obviously, the turnaround for me since December is going through that with every single person, making sure that I draw it out for them each time. Obviously, then making sure that they do the curiosity post, and then getting them to put those people that respond to that in a 3-way message with me straight away. So then we're consistently following up those people from the 3-way message that they're setting up from people that have shown an interest in them starting the nutritional cleansing system. And I found that's been fantastic and getting a lot of conversations going, getting people added to the healthy living page.
Yeah, that's awesome, mate. And there's another thing that you do really well, buddy. And there's I've got it written down in my steps, but I want to really say thank you for what you do with your team, and you give incredible service. That's the other thing that Jonathan does, which helps you to be able to create more consultants, is give good service, and you're always checking in to make sure that how's your results going? How are, day 13 to 14? Have you, waiting for that aha moment, and also getting them to post on Healthy Living and their personal page. Is there something else that you can add?
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing, just going back to talking to people, because obviously we can talk all we like about creating consultants, but unless you're actually talking to people, that's not going to occur anyway. So what I've sort of got out of myself over the last few months is out of the comfort zone and not worrying about them saying no. So, we had obviously a person from AFL, a retired AFL footballer, sign up. I can say his name now, Danny Frawley, who signed up with me last week. And I've been coaching him for 6 months, scared to talk to him. Now, obviously, I even sat down with him and shared, you share, they share, repeat. I know the guy doesn't need the money, but he was still open to it. And then, Greg, we also had another girl this week who I reached out to on Instagram because she had a very good following. She was very negative to isogenics, and I got out of my comfort zone and said, how would you like your Instagram to be making you some money? So Greg and I have worked with her, and now she looks like she's going to sign up in the next week or so as well. So it's getting out of the comfort zone, following people who have got a following, and not being afraid to go and speak to those people. The other thing we did with this girl is, Greg and Rachel have been great with respect to myself and building myself and my team. One thing they said to me was get the DUB, get the PIB early days. And all I was interested in was making the double PIB. Well, now I'm not interested in the double PIB. What I'm more interested in is getting the enrolment, getting them paid. And if it doesn't come into a double PIB, I know that if I can get them in the business for a longer period of time, that's going to be better. So we had a girl this week who's a professional bodybuilder, fitness model, and we're constructing her products rather than a pack, because I know if we start her off the right way, we're going to create a better user of the products and a better share of the products. It's all working around their needs. Yeah,
and I think with that, we've got to be mindful to the everyone on the team call. Is with her, it's a very, very specific. This is a 1 out of 100 person, and I actually spoke to Lockie Horner about this person's program because she's a bodybuilder, and he gave me some advice on what's going to be best suited for her. So she's a 1 in 100 that we wouldn't start on, one of the packs, because she's got all these other supplements and stuff. Anyway, but it is about meeting people where they're at with their budget and their pack as well. So we've got to understand that meeting people where they're at. So thanks for that, Jono. That was awesome. Sarah, where's Sarah? Sarah is on fire, girl. You've created 7, 8. You're on 7 or 8 consultants as we speak. Sarah, what are you doing, girl? What are you doing down there in Melbs?
Hey, yeah, I created an 8th one this week, which is exciting.
Yes.
Our siphon samples, to be honest, Greg, we are obviously going through Brett Davis's siphon samples and running them like he does. And we're always casting the vision, you share, they share. And then simply if people at that night are obviously they have a price objection, then the next sip and sample, they're bringing along friends. So that's all we're doing. I'm just encouraging them to come along and bring a couple of friends. And basically that's how we're creating the next consultant, because they've got those 2 friends and it's awesome. So, and just, yeah, as I said, just really casting that vision and what would an extra $200, $500 mean to you, and just listening to what they actually want out of that. So just that you share, they share at every sip and sample, and I'm drawing it out to every person as well. So as Jono and you have said, Greg and Batsa, obviously just drawing it out, even though we're obligated to share it. So even if they don't want it, pretty much.
Yeah, I love that, Sarah. You're killing those sip and samples, and keep those consistent because they duplicate. People love to hang out with other people, and the real life results. They get to taste the products, and it's how Brett and Sammy went from 0 to $1 million in 14 months through sip and samples, and they just leverage those. So well done. Keep it going.
Thank you. Yeah, and I am, people are saying, oh, I can't come to this one, but I create an event and I make sure that on Facebook, but I make sure that I've learned the hard way. I make sure that they send them a message saying, I've got an event. If you'd like to come, let me know and I'll invite you to it. So then I invite them to the event. And then they'll generally say, I can't make that one, but let me know when you're having another one. So I put them on my list and I invite them to the next one, and I just keep ask them if they'd like to be invited to the next one. So yeah, and
awesome.
just obviously doing them at other people's houses to, we can broaden our community that way.
You're going to take over down there in Melbourne. I love it. It's awesome. Keep going.
Thank you.
Can I say, Greg?
Hey, go, Rach. Yeah, what did you say?
So firstly, welcome to everybody who's new on the call who might not know what a consultant is. So a consultant is when you've helped 2 people get started in Isogenics, okay? Now, when you're first starting Isogenics, you can be paid that in a product coupon, or you can be paid that in cash. But what's really, really important is yes, it is about us, and I want every single one of you to be paid, but it's all about the person that you're talking to, okay? So before they've even signed up for Isogenics, it's so, so important that you share with them that they can earn income. Now, some of you may be really scared at the start to talk about money, and some of you have probably been around for ages and you're still scared to talk about money. You need to deal with that, but this is how I get around that. What I say to people is, do you know the best thing about Isogenics? And they're like, what? And this is right at the start, even the first time you're ever talking to them, because they're interested. They want to know. They're wanting to ask those silly questions about shakes and what you eat and, am I going to be hungry? I always go, the best thing about Isogenics is you can get it for free or you can get rebates. Now, so many people you think are not going to have an issue with money, but how many people say no to you and don't tell you that the real reason they're saying no is because they can't afford it, because you don't know what's going on in the background with their finances, with their credit card, with their job, with family. Those kids that go to private schools and you think the families are doing well off. Now, let me tell you, they are stressed. So you need to make sure you're drawing, you share, they share, repeat before they've even got started. Okay. And I really, really love this saying, what we do next. So once you've, obviously Jared's going to share about the 3-way calls and how he gets people on 3-way calls. He's a gun at it. But I love just this saying, if you just take one thing away, what we do next. So when you've got someone who's started, what we do next is we place your order. I'm going to send you a welcome message. Okay. What we do next is if you're open to posting on Facebook, that's great. What we do next is you write a list, you get your friends on the phone to me. What we do next, okay? Don't just bombard them and overwhelm them, all right? And keep pushing, to get their products for free to help them, all right? It's about them, and if you help them get paid, guess what happens? You get paid. And Tremaine, your hair looks amazing.
Yeah, that's awesome. Love it. So, okay, so we've got the verbiage down. We love it. Reality is it's about what you say and how you say it. Exactly what Rach said. What you do next, right? What happens if they say, yes, I want to get my products paid? What do you do next to ensure that they get their products paid? So again, I'm going to share my screen because this is going on our training site, and I'm going to share with you. Why is that up there? Anyway, so I'm going to share with you our training site. Again, for those of you, go back to Team Free page and our pin post, step 2, and here we go. So when they're keen and they're like, yes, I want to do that, then we've got step 3 here, which is contact your friends. Now, we can do that in so many different ways. You can text them. You can do a curiosity Facebook post, or you can call them. So I'm not going to go through them all here. I want you guys to check that out this week. We've got the say, share, do information there that has the text message, the Facebook message in there, how to share Isogenics, and then what to do next. Our text message system, if you don't want to talk to someone on the phone, very easy way to send out 10 text messages to friends. And we have a curiosity Facebook post in there. When you click on our curiosity Facebook post, which I feel is probably nowadays in 2018, the curiosity Facebook post, you know, when we click on that, up it comes. All you need to do is copy that, send it to them, and get them to post on their Facebook. And there's also how they need to respond if they get people messaging them. So that is what you do next. That's a way of you being able to get them paid, all right? So our system's in place. All you need to do is just plug and play. Check that out and make sure that you're reaching out to the person who's got you started, who is your leader, your mentor, because they should have their head around the system and know what to do next. The Curiosity Facebook post is a game changer, an absolute game changer, because you're, number one, you're taking people on a journey. So most people watch, they don't comment or like, right? So imagine if you have 1,000 Facebook friends and you do a Curiosity Facebook post, they're going to be watching your journey over the next 30 days. So the cool thing is when you get to day 13 and 14, you've got that aha moment. You know, you're going to reach out to that person and say, hey, you know, you feel incredible. Who else do you know? Who do you know? Who do you know that wants to lose weight? Who do you know that wants to sleep through the night like you are? Who do you know? That is the next line. Okay. And then day 30, you're posting their day 30 results on Facebook if they're open to it. There's so many different checkpoints that you can do throughout this journey to help them get paid, guys. All right. I just wanted to go through maybe just a couple of ways that you could say it in a different way. If you've got a pen and paper, you can write this down. But again, remember, this is for our training side as well, so that if someone comes to you and your team and they say, well, how do I create a consultant? You can click and show them this video and they'll be able to learn how to create a consultant. So would you be open? That's a key word. Would you be open to learning how to eat for free? I love this line. Everyone in our team eats for free. When you say everyone, they want to be part of the group. So when you say the word everyone, they want to be like, oh, I want to be a part of that. Everyone eats for free. Would you like to eat for free too? Would you like to save $100 a week on your grocery bill? Would you like me to show you how to get rid of your most painful bill? And what if I could show you? Would you be open to that? So there's a couple of different ways that you can phrase it. Again, you're trying to answer a question to get them to be open to wanting to share. All right. But where are you going to learn this best? You're going to learn this best on a 3-way call, because your upline and leader should be saying these words. They should be rolling out, sharing, you share, they share, getting them to roll out. Okay. So are we over to Jared? Is that where we're going from here? Jazza, did you want to share?
Yeah, absolutely. Cheers, Greg. That was great. Can I just have a show of hands first? Put your hand up if you love money. Looks like everyone's got their hand up. That's awesome. And leave your hand up if you have no problem in talking about the absolute incredible potential of what Isogenics can do for someone. Leave your hand up if you've got rock solid belief in that. Okay, not everyone. So really what you want to start looking at or working on is thinking, well, why don't you realize the potential of this opportunity? Because, look, it's not for everyone. It's not, but it's bloody amazing. It is absolutely amazing. So you build that belief at the events, seeing what it's done for people, and use people's stories who are incredibly successful with Isogenics already. You might not have an incredible success story yet, but that doesn't mean you can't talk about what's possible. And I think this is a really big stumbling block in a lot of people sharing Isogenics or sharing about the, what's possible in creating consultants, because people think, oh, well, I haven't really made much yet, so I can't really talk about the money. Of course you can. Of course you can. There's no dramas with that. You just got to build that belief within yourself. So what I do, and the other thing too is every person is different. Every person that you come across and have conversations with is different. What you need to find out is what are their needs and what are their pains. Because when you know what their needs and their pains are, and when you know what it really excites them, you can link all those together, and then you've got a powerful combination. So that's what I do when I chat to people. Whenever I talk to anyone, whenever I meet anyone, I'm just making up a story in my head about what's going on for this person and just linking all these blocks in my head. And I think when you do that, it tells me what avenue I can come at towards that person. So did you want me, Greg, go into sort of just how I share or get people on three-way calls and the language I use around that?
Yeah, mate. Like, I think the key is people need to hear what to say. That is the key. Yep. It's a language. Go for it, man.
So first of all, I basically find out if that person's interested in sharing. That's the first thing. So I'm like, would you like to get your products paid for? If they're like, yeah, that'd be awesome. Obviously, I've done the you share, they share. And a lot of the times with people, I'm sharing the opportunity, bang, from the get-go, before the products. And if they come in for the opportunity, premium pack, 100%, no questions asked, $600 investment for a multi-million-dollar opportunity. Like, seriously, there's not even a question. If you're coming into the business, that's what you're doing, because that's what you are going to duplicate down the line. As for three-way calls with my team, so let's just say I've enrolled a new person and they're interested in sharing it or interested in making a little bit of extra money, getting their products paid for. I just say, who do you know that might be interested in this? That's the first thing. And they're like, oh, this person, that person. Okay, what are their names? I want to know their names. Okay, what do they do? So I find out a little bit about them. When are you going to be chatting to them next? And once we know that, I basically say to them, okay, well, you need to ask them really good questions. So I don't want you to go out there and just, so I'm just going to pretend to you guys that I'm talking to someone who wants to share Isogenics. So I'll just say, look, I don't want you to go out there and just say, hey, Isogenics is amazing. You got to try this new thing. It's so good. That's all about you. What you got to do is ask great questions and find out, does that person want to improve their health in any way? Whether it's weight loss, you know the drill. Or do they need some extra income? They're the two things I get people to sort of ask, a potential prospect. And if they are open to Isogenics, I get them to go into that pain a little bit. So what they want to improve about their health. And after that, most people are going to say, oh, yeah, sounds awesome, or no, I'm not interested, one of the two. If they're interested, the next question most people are going to ask is, oh, how much is it? That sounds great. How much is it? And this is what I tell all my people. What you need to reply back with when someone says, oh, how much is it? Is we've got different packs depending on your goals and your budget. So the best thing to do is jump on a call with Jared. He's the guy that signed me up, and he'll be able to answer all your questions, and then you can see if it's for you. That's what I say every single time. So the less they say to that person, the better, basically. And it's really just getting them on a call. That's your mission to create consultants. Get them on a call with you so that your new enrollee can listen in on that three-way call. They can learn from me having that conversation. And I do all the work for them. And that's what this business is. You are here to do the work for the people you enroll, until they are self-sufficient to do the work themselves and teach their people. That is our job. That's what we get paid for. So that's what I really strive to do. Did that sort of answer that, Greg, or do you want me to go into anything else? Or
Mate, I love it. You know, the key is keeping it super simple for the person who's coming in, because if you make it sound simple, then they believe that they can do it.
Yeah,
and that's the key. If you're asking them great questions, Jared, and then immediately getting them onto a call with Rach, or with someone that's going to connect with them, then they're going to see that and go, "That was simple. I didn't have to learn it all. I didn't have to know all about the products. I didn't have to know about the ingredients. All I did was just get them onto the phone to Jared."
Yeah. And I think too, a lot of new people think, oh, like I'd love to share this, but I don't know much about the ingredients yet, and I don't know much about the products yet, and I really want to feel like I know everything first before I can talk to people. And that's where it's up to me to jump in and say, look, Isogenics have tools for everything. You can really be a dummy and be successful at this business. All you got to do is become a tour guide. So when someone says, oh, yeah, that sounds great, Vic, what are the ingredients? You don't have to know. You just say, I'll send them to you. That's it. Like, we don't have to know everything. We don't have to be geniuses or wizards. The hardest thing for us in this business is getting out of our own way and having conversations with people. That is it. Talking. That's it. You just got to talk to more people. That's all we got to do. And direct them to the right place. And until you are rock solid and confident in what you're doing, use your upline. Use your upline, or someone that you really connect with who has been in the game for a while, who's happy to help you out. It doesn't necessarily have to be your upline, but super important. Super important. I've seen people come into this business and they're like, I know what I'm doing. I can do this on my own. I'm a big person. I don't need you. Rah, rah, rah. They struggle for like 12 to 18 months, and then they come back and they're like, okay, I'm ready now. Like, it's just not working. And it's like, you can save people that heartache and that grief. The biggest thing is being coachable. So really, if your new people come in and they're coachable, and that's what I tell people. I just say, look, are you coachable? I really want you guys to succeed. I want you to be successful. I'm going to show you what works for me and our team. I'd love for you to learn those skills. Once you learn that and you can do it yourself, I don't care how you build this business, but I'm going to show you what works first. Then it's up to you.
Yeah, that's gold. I love it. Anyone else get gold from that? Asking the questions, using your upline, using the tools. The 3 best words that you can use in network marketing, and especially Isogenics, is I don't know. Someone asks you a question, I don't know. However, the person who got me started does. Would you be open to jumping on a call with them? Would you be open to jumping in a Facebook group message with them? Because what happens is when you're first starting, and I know there's a lot of new people on here, when you're first starting, you're going to get so many questions about price and the products and what's in it, and is it a pyramid scheme, and is it, are you going to make money on all this sort of stuff, right? Just say, I don't know. But the person who got me started does. As soon as I learned those 3 words, I was like, oh, felt all this pressure off me. I didn't have to go and study it all. So,
can I add one more thing, Greg? And the other thing is, don't be attached to having everyone share, because they're not going to. So find out from them what they want. Because if you're going around going, oh, I just want to create a consultant out of everyone, that's not the case. 80% of people, stats show 80% of people are just product users. So just keep that in mind. Find out what people want. And if someone says, hey, look, yeah, I'd love to share this. I'd love to do this. Work with them. I've got one girl at the moment. She's like, yeah, I'd love to have more time off so I can surf and work one less day at the vets and this and that. I'm like, awesome. I can show you how to do that. Then I give her the steps and the tips. Then it's up to her to take that action. If she's lazy and she doesn't do it, that's her loss. I can't make her do anything. And if people aren't taking the action, you can't drag people. You can't want it for people that don't want it for themselves, because you're going to waste all your time and energy.
Mate, that's gold. I love it. You know, that's what it's all about. You know, work with the willing and support everyone in your team. That's the thing. Support everyone. Give them the service that they deserve. But then work with the willing. Work with the ones that are reaching out to you, that are knocking on your door, that are calling you, saying, hey, I need to know this next step. If they're not doing that in your team, then are they hungry enough? That's the reality.
Can I say one last thing, Greg?
Mate, you can say another thing. Go for it. Love it.
Here's a great tip. I forget who said this. It could have been Lynn Hagedorn. If you are looking for the next best business builder in your business, which we all want, because we just want to blow this thing up, right? Get on Facebook and find the people who are just pouring love into people, who are just amazing people. And they've got a great following. They get a lot of likes. They're real. They're raw. And they're just pouring love into heaps of other people. They are going to blow your business up. Not necessarily someone on Instagram with 20,000 followers who are just all about themselves. And no detraction from what you guys were saying earlier about that. I hope that lights up. But I always thought, they got a massive following, they're going to kill it. A lot of the times they don't. You want to look for the real people who are just, that's just an awesome tip I got that I heard from Lynn at an event, and I really believe that's really true.
Hey, we have a lot of those people on this call, Jared. There's heaps on this call that just pour love into our team. Like, it's so good. Like, you guys are amazing. I just can't believe this culture. How good, uplifting, how everything about this culture is amazing. So what you're saying, Jared, is you would pick anyone on this call, correct?
Yeah, pick people like us. Like, find people like us that are just, who are naturally doing this anyway. You know, who are naturally just going out of their way to be like, you're amazing, you're an awesome person, thanks for that. I'm doing my daily gratitude today and you're in it. And I just want to share something with you. And they're the people we want, or the people who are into personal development, the people who are wanting to better themselves. Find those people. They're the ones that are just going to light this thing up for you.
I love it. Awesome, mate. Absolute pure. He's gone 2-star. He's going 3-star next. So let's all get behind Jared. Give him a massive round of applause for that. Thank you so much for sharing, mate. You're crushing it. Crushing it, brother. Keep it up. All right. I would love a volunteer. Who would love to share? You share, they share, repeat. If anyone just got a little bit nervous then, that's cool. That's what it's all about. If you're really scared, it's probably the time to unmute and have a go. All right? So, because we learn from everyone else, let's go for it. Who would love to have a crack? Unmute, go for it. You guys are legends. We're going to give you the Fraser finger up and down anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Can you hear me?
Oh, Matty. Yes.
It's been a while since I've done this, to be honest. Okay, so
like riding a bike.
All right, so I've just got you started, Greg, and I'm just wondering if you would like to get your products paid for.
Mate, I would love to get my products paid for. Yes, please.
Yep. All right, so do you know 2 people that might like to improve their health, or that want to sleep better, get better performance at the gym, like you?
Yeah, definitely. I got this guy, Jared. He looks pretty ripped, but I reckon he'd love to look a little bit more ripped. And then I got Jared. Yep,
Jared. Okay, cool. Have you got a pen and paper there, mate?
Yep.
Yeah, cool. All right, so can you just quickly draw a circle at the top of the page and put your name in it?
Yep.
All right, and just draw 2 little lines off you and a couple of circles underneath. And just pop Jared in one of those. And who's the other person you know?
Well, I saw this chick today who was dancing around on healthy living, and she seemed pretty happy. And, I thought she was a legend. So I'm just going to go with Beck. So Beck, I think she needs more energy.
Beck. All right, cool. So for getting Jared started on the same pack that you started on, which was a premium pack, Icegenic's going to pay you $80. And for getting Beck started, they'll also pay you $80. This is where it gets really cool though. If you're able to help Jared and Beck start in the same pay week, Monday to Monday, Jenks can go, hey, Greg, you're awesome. We're going to double that and make it $160 for each people. So you've just made $320.
Boom.
Boom. Yeah. Even better. You're going to get an extra $50 bonus for reaching the first leadership level within the Isogenics business. And that's another $50. And that brings your total to $370 just for sharing with 2 people. How cool is that?
That's cool. I'm happy with that. That's awesome.
Yep. All right. Now, just like I've coached you in your first 30 days, and helped you have a great experience, you're also going to do that with Jared and Beck, and you're going to help them help their friends get 2 people as well. So Jared is going to get 2 people, 1, 2. So just put a couple of lines underneath Jared and just put a 1 and a 2 in the bottom there. And you're going to get $100 to help Jared get 2 people. And you're also going to get another $100 for helping Beck get her 2 people. So that's another $200 towards your next pack. And so you got a total of $570 just for reaching this point. But again, this is the next level of leadership within Isogenics, and you're going to get a bonus of $250 if you're able to do this within the first 60 days of getting started yourself, totaling $820. Cool?
I'm pumped. That's awesome. Thank you, mate. That's so good.
Thank you.
Yeah, give him a round of applause. That was so good. Well done, mate. Unbelievable. So, really excited about that, $820. Maddie, I always usually finish off with, this could be something that you could pay off your most painful bill with. This could be something that you pay your second month of products with. This could be something that you take your family on a bit of a holiday with. So just painting that picture at the end of that $820, what it's going to do for them, getting rid of their most painful bill or their credit card bill or something really solidifies that $820 and makes it real. So loved it, mate. Well done. Have we got anyone else who'd love to share who maybe has never shared on our call, or someone who hasn't shared for a while who would love to share again? All right, I'm going to pick someone, and I'm going to pick a beautiful friend, Joanne, who just unmuted. Go, Jo.
Thanks, Greg. So I'm really excited that you're starting on Isogenics, and I wanted to know whether you wanted to get your products paid for.
Oh, really? Can I do that?
Absolutely. Would you like me to show you how?
Yeah.
Have you got a pen and a piece of paper? Go grab it. So can you think of 2 people that you'd like to get started on Isogenics with you?
Yeah, definitely. I would love to get, there's this friend called Nina who I'm heading to Nashville with. So I'd love to help her get started. And there's another friend. She is beautiful soul. Her name's Nicole. So I'd love to get Nicole started.
Fantastic. Well, grab your pen and draw a circle at the top of your page. That's you, Greg, little smiley face. And on the left-hand side, you've got draw a line down with a circle, and that's Nina, beautiful Nina for Nashville. And then on the other side, draw a line down and another circle, and that's the gorgeous Nicole. So if you get Nina started on a premium pack, which is the most popular pack that we have, you'll get a rebate of $80. And then if you get Nicole also started on a premium pack, you'll get another $80. If you happen to have this happen in the same pay week, that's Monday to Monday, Isagenix will double each of those payments. So you won't just get $80 for Nina, you'll get $160, and you'll also get $160 for Nicole. So add that together, that equals $320. And the very first time you do that, Isagenix just thinks you're fantastic, and they will give you a bonus of $50. So write down your $50 and add that to your 320, and that equals 370. And we call that you share. And then we want to help Nina and Nicole do exactly the same as you've done. So you're going to help Nina get 2 friends started. And so we draw the 2 lines down with 2 circles underneath for Nina. And the same for Nicole, we draw 2 lines down and 2 circles under Nicole. And for helping Nina get her 2 friends started, Isagenix is going to pay you $100. And for helping Nicole get her 2 friends started, Isagenix is going to pay you another $100. So if we add that to your $370, we get to $570. And the first time you do that, you get a bonus of $250, and you move to the next level. Oh, I forgot that you became a consultant already. And now you move to the next level of manager, and you get a $250 bonus on top of your $570. So when we add that together, we get $830 just for getting your 2 friends started and for them getting their 2 friends started.
Well done. I love it, Joe. Thank you so much. Absolutely awesome. Just a little tweak, it's 820. So I know that you've done that to me before. You've done it to me, you've said 830. So it must be in the back of your mind. But it's 820. And then I always finish off with, hey, that could pay off your most painful bill. That could go towards your second month of products. That could also take your family on a beautiful weekend away or something like that. So you're just sort of trying to connect that 820 to something real. And that was amazing, Joe. I loved it. It was really, really good. So absolutely awesome. Let's give her a round of applause. And, it's just so good. So good. We've got 5 minutes to go. Did anyone else want to share? Because I think that the more that we hear it and people step out of their comfort zone and have a go, the better. So does anyone else want to unmute and go for it?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah. Who we got?
Dave.
Dave, my man. Go for it, brother.
Yeah, man. So I'm quite new, but I've been paying attention and writing notes. So this is my first time doing it. So I think I'll give it a shot. But if it's not right, just be patient with me, guys. If that's all good.
A round of applause already, because it takes a lot for someone who's never shared to just unmute and go. So, mate, you're an absolute superstar. Go for it.
All right. Awesome, Greg. So I'm pretty excited that you're getting started with this adventure with me, man. So I was just thinking as well, do you have 2 people that you know of that you'd like to bring along on this journey with you?
Yeah, and I do. I've got like 200, but let's go with 2. I've got Matty. So I got my mate Matty. He wants to have a crack with me. I know he's been chomping at the bit to start something with me. So I've got Matty, and I have the amazing Alyssa.
Maddie and Alyssa. Okay, sweet as. Just wondering if you got a pen and paper on you, mate.
Yep, definitely.
Sweet. So if you got that in front of you?
Yep.
Fantastic. So I just want you to draw a circle, like a nice big circle on the page, and then put your name in it. Right, that's you. And then draw 2 other circles next to it, one on the left, one on the right, and just put a line connecting those circles together. And on your left circle, just put Maddie's name in there, and then on the right, you put Alyssa. Sweet as. So do you know the reason why they want to use the Isagenix product with you?
They want to explode this thing, man. So they want to earn some income. They're like pumped. They want to go next level. So they want to earn some income and get more and have more energy.
Sweet. So if they really want to play hard, the best thing that they can get is the ultimate pack. That's the one that I got, and that's the one that we got you started on as well. But the cool thing is, there's a way for you to get your products paid for. The way that it works is if you basically introduce Maddie and Alyssa to the system, you'll get a bonus of $80 per person. But if you manage to do that in the same pay week, Monday to Monday, it actually doubles. So it's $160 per person. So that's $320 in total. And you also get a $50 bonus for hitting the first rank. So if my mathematics is correct, that's 370, right, guys?
Oh, boom. Yes.
Yeah, so far. All right. So what would you do with that $370?
Mate, what would I do? Man, I would. I'll get the amped range as well. I'd get the amped range. I'd go hard on the amped.
Sweet, man. And what do you think if Maddie and Alyssa, if they really want to build this business as well, if they do the same, let me tell you how it gets really interesting for all of you guys. So if you manage to help them introduce two people, basically what happens then is ISA will pay you $100 for each person that you do that for. And what happens if you manage to do that within 60 days, you get another bonus of $250. So I think that brings us up to $820. So the question is, what can that $820 help you with? Would that be a painful bill that you would want to pay, or would you go on an adventure somewhere? What would you do with that?
Yeah, I'd definitely take my kids on a little ski trip. I'd go for the weekend, little ski trip. The $820 might not cover it, but it'd go a long way towards it. But yeah, look, I'd definitely do something with the kids, mate. That sounds exciting.
Fantastic. And I'll tell you what, I'll make it super easy for you. You just get into a Facebook chat with them, ask them if they know people they want to bring along, and I'll explain the whole thing, and you just sit back and watch it happen, eh?
Oh, man, really? So I don't have to do anything then? You kidding me?
Yeah. Pretty much, man. So
that was so good. Let's all give him a round. Oh, that was amazing.
Thanks, man. I was nervous, but...
Man, that was so good. You did an awesome job. Awesome. You know, you made it really relatable. You know, you knew the numbers. So that's the most important part, is understanding the $80 and it doubles. There you go. You know, the $80, it doubles. You know, the first level, get $50, and then they get $2, and you get $200 for that. And then you get to the first leadership level in 60 days. And understand, guys, it's not from when you first start, it's from when you become an associate. So that's really important to understand, all right? You've got a 90-day window of becoming an associate. So understand that they may have a month where they don't get anyone enrolled, but as soon as they click over to associate, they have 60 days from that moment, okay? So it's really important just to understand that. But man, that was sick. That was so good, you know, and the best thing is the more you guys practice it, and for Dave, I know next time, Dave, when you enroll someone, that 820 script's going to flow so much easier because you've done it now in front of 30 odd people and got out of your comfort zone. So it's going to be easier in front of one, man. Now that is a guy who's going all the way. I can tell that Dave is going all the way, guys, because someone who steps forward into their fear like that, the unknown, you can tell they're going to really work hard in this business, because that's the thing it takes. That's that little bit of grit that it takes this business to make it work. Whew. Wow, you guys killed this call tonight. Well done. Loved everyone who shared. Thank you so much. All of you guys for being on the call. I know it's cold down in Melbourne. Most of you are in Melbourne, New Zealand, or Tasmania. So you guys are legends. I know that Jared's up in the Gold Coast, and there's a few others up here. But awesome. Any questions? I know that we've got, it's the end of the call, but any questions? Anyone got something? Race, do you want to share something?
Yeah, I just want to know who has already bought their SKO ticket. All right. So the goal is that every single one of you take one person at least, but I would like to see you guys all have a goal of potentially 5, 10, 15 people. My goal is 30. All right, just me personally. I don't want you to have that goal. I don't want you to compare with me, but I want you to just set a goal, share it with the person who you are accountable to, and let's stretch that. And let's get you guys all to SKO, but get you taking people. Because I can tell you that there is some really exciting stuff coming out, some new products, some new ranges. And I just got word that this trip that we've been chatting about is 100% going ahead. So you guys want to keep all your ducks in a row with that. And just to everybody, I just want to remind you guys that these calls are like a buffet. Take what you can. Don't get overwhelmed by the stuff that maybe isn't where you're actually at the moment. They're recorded, so you can go, if you hear something amazing and maybe you were driving or, you know, putting the kids to bed, you can go back and listen to the recording, all right? But the other thing I want to remind you is you don't have to listen to podcasts and training all day. What's really important, Nina and I spoke about this today, is actually how many people are you picking up and calling and having conversations with and connecting. That's what really, really matters. Okay, so don't get stuck into that. I'm going to listen to 5 podcasts this week, jump on 3 training calls, and talk to 2 people. All right? It doesn't matter what you say. All you need to do is ask each other who spoke to me when you guys first, you know, when I first started. I was a disaster. And I was a disaster and I still earn 7 figures. So you guys can all do this. And it's really important that you know that I started off worse than actually probably all of you.
Hey, the other thing I wanted to say, Rach, is for Rach, guys, she has been to how many events?
Probably 50. I go to every event everywhere.
So the reality is she might have been, you know, pretty rusty at the start. Let's face it, everyone is. Like no one does well at the start. They just don't.
I'm still rusty now. Like,
yeah, I know.
Sometimes I say stuff and I was like, shit, oh my God, what did I say? But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. The thing is, fail forward because you'll work it out. You know, reality
feel your heart and if you love people and you truly honestly want to help them and it's all about the person you're talking to, they feel that. It doesn't matter what you say. And that's why people chase you to find out what you're doing. Okay, that's why people want to work with you. And if you've got a little voice coming into your head now saying, you know, nobody wants to work with me, you know, nobody's going to chase me. Well, see you later. Not today. That's not the truth. So flick it and get back to you. You guys are incredible, awesome. You're on this call. You're here for a reason. You can say anything. It doesn't matter. People are going to feel your heart. And let's be honest, like they'll try it if they want to. And if they don't, next one.
Yeah. And I think that's probably the biggest thing is being able to get to a point where you're removing yourself emotionally from the outcome. And when you're getting to that place, this is a completely different business when you're getting to that place. The only way you can get to that place is by, the only way through is through. I love that call, right? The only way through is through. You got to go through. You got to do it. You've either got the pain of regret or the pain of success, right? So in order to get where you want to go, you have to go through pain anyway. But what's more pain? Waking up, you've got overdue bills, you know, you don't like your job, you don't like your boss, you don't like where you live, it's too cold. That's pain anyway. So pain of doing the do and getting outside your comfort zone, or pain of regret sitting there, you know, watching the world go by. Your choice. All right. Legends.
God Call or Janice Call is on now, guys. If you want the links, and actually I'll just dump the link in the team thread. jump on it. It's amazing. If you're not where you want to be and you're wondering why, sometimes this is the reason.
Thanks for Fawn sorting this out. She does it every single week. Let's give her a round of applause. Fawny, you're an absolute superstar. For those of you who don't know, it takes about 24 hours for this to download and be put onto our YouTube channel. So understand that Fawn, not that she sits there for 24 hours, but know that she does this behind the scenes for all of us. So thanks, Fawn. You're an absolute superstar. All right. Go get them, guys. You're legends. Love it.
Yo.